Hey GFFs, Paul Casey here, Growing Forward Services, and we are in day 8 of 12, and I have just recorded this program just for you because we are in this weird season of teleworking where everybody's working at home and it's really hard to keep track of your time. And so I have entitled this free program, Time Management While No One is Watching. No one is over your back. No one's keeping you accountable. Maybe you've got to send a report in once in a while that you're getting stuff done, but man, it is just easy to go to the refrigerator and check it one more time, or do something else and check your social media account one more time. So I want to help you stay on track. And so what I'm doing is trying to record a program that has 12 commitments for effective time managers. So when you go back to the work in the office, not your home office, you're going to be humming on all cylinders with these habits to be able to really rock it when you go back to work. So we are on day 8. A quick review of the last 2 that we did. Number 6 was to follow your biorhythms and to figure out what is your sweetest spot of the day energy-wise, and making sure you plug in your most critical thinking tasks into that slot first, because that's when you're going to double your output. Then yesterday we talked about on day 7 to delegate or outsource. Those things that you maybe like doing, but other people can do just as well as you, offload them so that they can grow and so that you can focus on those things that only you can do. Let's go on to day 8 today, and that is prepare for distractions. Whew, yes, we're all over that right now. So here's the commitment should you choose to adopt it. I will utilize strategies and boundaries to limit the negative effects of sidetrackers like paperwork, email, technology, and interrupting people. Okay. So we're going to go really deep in my video course on this, but let me give you a couple tips on some of these. Let's start with paperwork for starters, okay? You might have that big pile of paper. Maybe it's still sitting in your office, back in your office, but even there here at work, at your home office, it might be difficult to get through that paper. It's a quick little acronym. It's called TRAF. So with a piece of paper, you pick it up and you go, all right, T stands for toss, like I do with junk mail. I stand over the trash can and most of it just goes right into the trash before even opening it. The second thing you can do with a piece of paper is you can refer it. Refer it to somebody else. You're going to delegate it, you're going to give it as an FYI, or someone else is going to give that approval, but you're not going to own that piece of paper anymore. The A in TRAF is to act on it. So you pick up the paper and you're like, this is only going to take me like 2 minutes. I'm just going to deal with this right now. And then the F in TRAF is to file it. You're actually going to make a file if you don't have one, because by the way, when you don't have a place, you're going to make a pile. And that's why we have so many piles, is because we don't have enough places. So you may have to actually make a file, a manila file, and put this paper in it. Just don't put it back in the pile, because that's just like, the leaf pile never gets put in the bags, right? It just keeps sitting there. The second distraction is your email. Man, we could go really deep into this one, but you can still use TRAF, by the way, with email. You can delete, right? You can act on it right away. You can forward it to somebody else, and you can also file it into an archive folder. But some other things to remember on this one is, like, use those subject lines really prudently. So, because some people are just sort of scanning through those subject lines, and they're not going to read yours unless you say something like FYI only, or action needed by 3 o'clock. Or please, your eyes only on this. Or like one admin assistant gives her boss, second request, which reminds him like, oh, I guess I missed the first request. So use those subject lines wisely. Keep those emails to like 5 lines or less, and get to the point right away in them, because a lot of people don't like to read the long email. The other distraction is technology. Well, yes, we've got to go on a technology fast once in a while. Just like you'd fast from food through intermittent fasting, we need intermittent fasting from our phones and our tablets and our laptops. So I'm going to encourage you to pick a time frame that you're going to say, I'm not going to touch my phone during these hours, and I'm just going to keep those on the charger somewhere else. And then the fourth distraction is interrupting people. And man, we let people steal a lot of our time often. And some of that chit chat is like, I got to get to work right now. And so we need some exit strategies that we're going to use to help those people who aren't self-aware sort of move along so we can get our stuff done. What I like to use is if somebody says got a minute, which is never a minute, I like to say, actually I've got about 3 minutes. And you pick an odd time like that, which makes people go, oh, I see you're on a schedule. So I'll get to the point really quickly. That's if they're self-aware, of course, but it does work if people are self-aware and they'll get to the point. Got other ones for you too. But this point again is to prepare for distractions, or else they'll just take over your schedule like a tidal wave. And again, you'll go through another day feeling defeated that you didn't get enough done. Hey, I'd love to give you all of these strategies, these 12 commitments of effective time managers. All you got to do is go to my email address. You'll see it on the screen there, growingforward@paulcasey.org. I will send this to you in email. I will also put you on my Target Practice e-inspiration list, where you're going to get monthly tips on self-leadership or leadership. And I just want to keep you in the tribe so you know what's going on and so I can help you grow. Also, I'm super excited. My first video course is about to begin. It starts on May 5th, and I would love to have you a part of it because you're probably like me. We're just so busy and we feel defeated that we don't get our priorities done every day. And so there's one way to do that, and that is through habits of time management. We're going to go deeper on some of these principles. I'm going to give you a whole lot more, and it's going to be 10 sessions, 5 video courses that just last an hour, and 5 that are office hours where I'm going to dialogue and work you through your challenges and your questions so that you can truly grow forward through this. It's called Restoring My Sanity, and you can sign up for this introductory offer for $297, and you'll get those 10 weeks, and you'll have a free coaching session on the beginning, and you'll have a celebration session at the end, and you're going to be way more effective this year than you were last year in your productivity. All right, we will see you for day 9 tomorrow, and until then, keep growing forward.